Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and it's time for another reaction request. If you have a video that you would like me to react to, check the description below. There's a link that'll take you to a Google document with all the relevant information. So today we're looking at more Angry Video Game Nerd, and the game that he's looking at this time is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which, I believe I had heard that there was a game of that before. Obviously it's a movie. I've never seen the movie. I think I've seen like a review of it by the Nostalgia Critic or someone. Like a long time ago, so I know basically kind of what it looks like, some of what happens in it, but I've never actually seen the film. It was a little bit before my time. I think I was maybe just like 1 or 2 years old when it came out, so not something I ever really encountered directly. I mean, apparently the game was on the Genesis, so I could have encountered it, but I never did, so yeah, don't know much about the game. Considering the nerd is looking at it, I'm guessing it's going to be probably not that good, but we'll find out. Yeah, I don't know what to think going into this, but this is another classic Angry Video Game Nerd video from 13 years ago, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, 2000. This is longer than 13 years ago, but he's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty game. Don't really need subtitles. Well, with it being the Michael Jackson Moonwalker game, I expect at least the music will be good for the game. Genesis games tended to have good music anyway, so. There we go. Moonwalker.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Right off the bat, you want to laugh. I know you do. But think back to the 80s when everybody was into Michael Jackson. Sure, now he's a subject of joke and ridicule, but you gotta remember, I think Dave Chappelle said it best, he made Thriller.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite the accomplishment.
Thriller.
Hey, attention everyone! I've been trying to catch the
They give you an ad quickly sometimes, don't they?
Back then, there weren't too many
Only a minute into the video.
Play as a celebrity, so that's why it was a big deal. It was based off the arcade game of the same name, which was based off the movie of the same name. It was one of the first games that attracted us to the new Sega Mega Drive, known as the Genesis in North America. NES players like myself looked on with envy when this sexy beast hit the scene. It was black, it was round, and it said 16-bit right on the front. Like
I forgot that the Genesis came out a bit before Super Nintendo.
I ever played. At the time, I thought it was awesome.
Because I got a Genesis after.
Of it being Michael Jackson, there wasn't really anything too special about it.
The only question is, are you bad? Are you bad? Let's find out.
I mean,
as it begins, Michael
well
flips
played.
a coin in the jukebox and Smooth Criminal starts up. So all you do is go around, kick fairy dust at people, and rescue kids. Yeah, you can't advance to the next level until you get all the kids.
Michael's gotta get all those kids.
Now, I know what we're all thinking here.
Yeah,
really,
it's...
that's all it is. You're just rescuing the kids.
Michael.
But who are these kidnappers, and why are there so many kids? Why do they all look the same? And why do you have to open doors, look in windows, and spin bushes open to find them? Couldn't there be a better way? That's the main problem I have with this game, is how redundant it is. You can't skip any doors, because if you go through the whole stage and miss just one kid, you have to go back. And of course, you're not going to remember which door you didn't open.
Yeah, that's gotta be annoying.
You have no choice but to stop and check every single door, every single window, and leave no stone unturned. Quite literally. Most of the later
You guys checking the graves even?
follow
Can the kids be in the graves?
They don't go from left to right or top to bottom. They're all over the place. So you're always going to be confused which spots you already checked.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a mess.
You're checking cars, but often there's a bomb in the car that you can't avoid.
Wow.
You don't even need to get hit by the explosion. The bomb itself hurts you. Even if you check the same car twice, there's another bomb. You have no choice but to check every car. So the only way to avoid the bombs is if you played the game so many times that you can actually remember which cars have kids and which ones have bombs.
Yeah, this is some poor game design.
Because if your enemies are shorter than you, it doesn't help. Like these spiders. Or even these dogs. They're such a bitch. Literally.
Kick lower, Michael.
A lot of animal abuse in these
I guess you can do that, too. That's a thing.
There's a variety of special moves which are kind of cool. Michael can spin, throw his hat, grab his crotch.
I mean, graphically, the game's pretty good for the era, but, yeah, this is... I mean, it's Michael Jackson. What do you expect?
Why would they put that in a game? How could they put that in a game?
It's, something he was known for, so...
Buttons, you figure out all kinds of different moves that don't have any purpose. Like if you push up, what does that do? And if you hold the attack button and D-pad in the correct way, then you can actually moonwalk. But again, it has no purpose, and it usually results in taking a hit. The special moves drain your energy, and I mean a lot of it. You can make everybody dance, which takes out everyone on the screen. But what's the point of doing that if it drains half your energy? Still, it's worth it just for the amusement factor, and even the dogs dance.
Yeah, that is... That's cool.
There's also an invincible...
Nice moves from James there.
I'll tell you how this works. Every once in a while, a shooting star comes by. It's rare, but if you manage to act fast enough to touch it, this happens.
Oh.
Okay. Changed from Michael Jackson to Mecha Jackson, the king of Robopop. It's enough that you're invincible for a brief moment, but you can fly, you can shoot lasers, and you can scatter bombs all over. This is one of the most awesome things I've ever seen.
That is pretty cool.
Can't rescue kids. I guess they don't respond too well to giant laser shooting robots.
I mean, fair enough.
The navigation is a pain in the ass. In the cavern, you have to figure out that you can break the walls. If you didn't know that, you're kind of screwed. Every stage seems to have its own rules, but it's never self-explanatory. It took me a while to figure out that I needed to go down these sewers. At first, I thought they were just part of the scenery, because when you push down, nothing happens. You have to know to do the spin. Each stage, after you find all the kids, you have to fight a boss. But rather than the boss just simply appearing, Bubbles comes in and tells you where to go. So naturally, you just follow where he's pointing.
Wow, yeah, that's
straight up or straight down, and you can't go that way. So you're never sure exactly where you're supposed to go. Finally, when you get to the spot, the boss appears, runs away, and then a bunch of bad guys come out you gotta fight. It's just like a little endurance round. But why can't this happen right after you find the last kid? Why does Bubbles have to lead you around? While this is happening, there's no enemies to fight. There's nothing. You're just walking to the boss. There's no purpose at all.
It's supposed to be some kind of mini game to switch it up, but it's just not implemented well.
Just walk down steps and keep on going until you get there. It's a waste of gameplay. What's the point? Also, it's very specific where you have to stand. Like here, the boss didn't come out just because I was on this platform. I have to be on the ground. Also, this boss guy that keeps running away, even though you don't fight him, you can still take damage if you touch him. Here, I'm just walking around, looking for the boss, looking for the boss. Oh, here he is. I didn't expect that. Hey, I can't jump over him. What, I'm stuck? What is this shit? This is bullshit. God,
wow. Oh.
And when you die during the boss part, you don't start right where you left off. You have to start with Bubbles again. What's the point of having to walk all the way to the boss again? Where's the thriller music? Instead, it's another part of me from the Bad album. Why would they go through the trouble of including a graveyard scene in a Michael Jackson game and not use Thriller?
I mean, that's a good point.
Dance move, you'll hear it. No, that's the Thriller dance, but where's the music? Only if I do the dance in stage 3-3, I get a different song, Billie Jean. Apparently, some copies of the game have Thriller and others don't. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's
At this point is where the game starts to get really hard. Look at all these zombies. You think there's enough? And that's really cool.
That's a lot of zombies.
You attack one side at a time. The dance doesn't help because even if you wipe out every zombie on the screen, there's still like 10 times more on the way. So draining half your energy isn't worth it. Holy shit, there's so many zombies. So many zombies. Oh my god, there's like, stop. Oh, holy god, there's so many. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that happened. Yeah, I mean, that game, I would say, compared to some of the games he's looked at before, including like the last one that I reacted to, the freaking plumber game. I feel like there's more going for it. Like the graphics look pretty good for the time. The music seems good. I mean, obviously, and some of the gameplay elements seem kind of fun, but it just seems like there's some really poor level design, and that can kill a game. And I think it did for this one. Just the fact that you have to find all the kids. There's really no way to know where they are, and the poorly implemented hot cold mini game with the monkey. Just yeah, I think they were onto some things, but it just didn't quite come together. And yeah, that's just the sense I get from watching the Nerds review. And yeah, it was definitely entertaining. I mean, James is always entertaining, and I can see why these videos have endured all this time, because it's just good content. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.